Hey guys, welcome to the garage. Today we're looking at a really cool universal EV charger. We're going to install this here in the garage. This is a universal one. This has the J1772 plug, so it can charge all electric cars. It can do the Teslas with an adapter. It's got a really cool app, some really cool safety features. So let's get this unboxed. I want to show you all the features of it, and then we're going to get it installed in the garage, and we're going to charge the Cybertruck with it and test it out. All right, just open it up. This is packaged really well. Here's our instruction manual. You can see this is the charging plug. It's the J1772. This is universal. All the other cars besides Tesla use this plug, so you can charge all cars, and then Teslas have an adapter. All the Teslas come with it. Okay, just getting out of the box here. Here's our really long 25-foot cord. Also, I really like the look of this station. It's kind of got like a really nice black, sleek look to it. It's got Wi-Fi, has an RFID card to it, so you can control who's charging it with a card. Or it has plug-and-go feature where you can just have it set up to where anyone can plug into it anytime. That's what I'm going to do for my garage. And this is configured with the Nema 1450 plug. I have an outlet, Nema 1450 outlet in my garage. This will just be able to plug into. So really, installation is not that hard. It's really just going to be mounting this bracket to my wall and then plugging this in. And it does have a decent size cord here. So I have different mounting options as far as how close I can get it to my plug. Listen here, we got some hardware included with this. We have some anchors, so if you're installing it on a concrete wall, cement brick, things like that, that's what those are for. We have some wood screws here, some washers. Comes with a Torx bit. You can wire this. You can do the 48 amps. It can be hardwired, but we're going to do the Nema plug on this one. For starters, we're going to take this back plate off here. This included Torx bit. We're just going to remove the screws on the side. And there's one on this side and one on this side. We'll just remove those and the bracket will come off. This bracket just comes out here like this, and this is what we can take and we can mount this onto the wall this way. Once I have it mounted, then it just slips on, locks in there, and then we just put the screws back in to hold it into place. This is the spot I'm mounting mine. I have this board right next to my plug here. I mount all of my kind of chargers when I'm testing them out. Here I have my Nema 1450 plug, and so it'll be able to just plug in there. I'm just going to mount this bracket just like this. I am going to get a level out, making sure I get it level. All right, the included screws to go into like drywall or the studs in your wall are actually pretty long. I'm not going to use these. I'm going to use shorter ones because I already have this piece of wood mounted to my studs. This is a good idea to do that way that you can put your plate wherever you want. Otherwise, this isn't long enough to fit across two studs, so only two would be in a stud, and this would be like you have to put anchors in this. So putting a piece of like just thin piece of wood like this is really going to help it get it exactly where you want. But it's nice that the hardware is included. So I have my first screw in here. I just want to make sure this is nice and level, and then I'll put my other four in with the included washers. So this is installed, it's nice and sturdy, and it's perfectly level. So now I'm ready to mount my charger in here, and then I'll be able to plug it right into this. This is just going to slip right onto the notches right on the back. This slips on there, goes down, it locks down, and then these screws, I'm just going to screw on the sides, it's going to lock that in so it's nice and sturdy. Okay, with it mounted here, I'm ready to just plug this in. This is going to go right into my plug. We're going to get a few flashing lights. Now we're going to go through the initialization setup. We're going to set up the Wi-Fi and go through the configuration on the app. We're ready to download the app. If we just go to, we can scan the QR code here. We just go to the IYILO app. We're going to get that. We're going to download it, set up an account. Now it's going to ask us to sign up. We're going to create an account. Account created. We're now going to add the device. We're going to go to add device. It's going to search for the device now that it's plugged in. All right, I'm going to pairing, and it's found this. You want to have your phone close to the charger, and that's our charger there. We're going to choose that device. It's going to connect to it. Connect it to my Wi-Fi. I put in my Wi-Fi password, and it's going to connect to the Wi-Fi to the charger. All right, I successfully have paired this, and now I can kind of look at all my stats here. Only going up to 40 amps, but I can bring that down here so I can tether down my amperage if I want here. I can go into my stats, look at my charging stats. So I want to show you how to set up the scheduling feature here. So if we go to schedule, we can set up schedules. Now you do have to turn off plug to charge, but we can do like a one-time schedule. So if we can set the time and date that we want the scheduling to start. We can also add the time of use rate. So we can add in the cost per kilowatt, and then we can adjust our amperage for the one-time charging. This is the recurring schedule, so if you have a routine schedule, maybe you're only want it to charge during overnight. If the electricity is cheaper, you can do that. So you can set your time here. You can select the days for the schedule, the start time, the end time, and then here is where you can adjust your time of use rate, where you can put in your kilowatt. And then you can also set the amperage there, and you would hit OK, and then you'd have that recurring schedule on a daily basis. Also here under the menu, you can go into set charging rate. This is where we can set our base price for our kilowatt. So for example, I pay around 12 cents per kilowatt, so I can put that in. That way when I go to look at my charging costs, it will reflect that. If you also have a time of use rate where you have different costs during different times of the day, you can indicate those as well. You can set those rates in this area as well. Now this 25 foot of charging cord winds up really well on the back of this, so there's plenty of space for this to coil up behind it. And we can plug in the plug when we're not using it, keep it out of the way, keep it from hanging on the ground or getting damaged. It clips in there nice and easy. It's going to keep it safe and protected right there in the middle. We're going to test out the charging now. We're just going to hook up my adapter. This comes with your Tesla, so I'm just going to hook that in. We're going to go plug this into the Cybertruck and see how the charging goes. Okay, green flashing is that it's starting to charge. When the car is charging, we've got our green Wi-Fi. That means we're connected to Wi-Fi, and then we have the green pulsing charging symbol. That means that the car is charging. Let's go on and see the charging stats on the car. I'm only currently pulling 20 amps. That's usually all I charge my car at right now. So we can go up to 40 amps. That's the most that it's going to allow me to charge at that. Stats here on the side of the screen, we can see we're charging at 40 of 40 amps, so we can change the charging amperage over here. 240 volts, and just gives us an hour and 50 minutes remaining until we get up from 65 to 80%. So to get 15% charge, it's going to take us about an hour and 50 minutes. It is taking a little bit longer because I'm sitting in the car. When you're in your car, the car is on and it's using power, so it charges faster when you're not in the car currently. Now here in the truck, I'm actually pulling up the app so I can kind of see what my temperatures are. So it is showing the plug and the connector temperatures, showing my voltage, the kilowatt, and the amperage, how much energy, and then the duration of the charging session. We can adjust our amperage with this meter here, and we can end the charging from the app here as well. Now going through some of the specs on this IYILO charger, when it's plugged in like this, the plug-in version is a 40 amp version. When you hardwire it, it can go up to 48 amps. I really like the automatic plug overheat protection. So it will shut down, it will stop charging if the plug or the connector gets too hot, and then it will continue to start charging once the temperatures have cooled back down. The app features a smart, intuitive interface to set time of use rates, track energy usage, cost, and manage multiple user accounts. It supports multiple charging modes, such as scheduled charging and the RFID card. The IYILO Level 2 charger is ETL and Energy Star certified. It features a built-in GFCI breaker, the ultra-flexible cable, and Nema 4 waterproof rating, so you can mount this outside. It is weatherproof, it can get wet, and that's not going to bother it at all. It's compatible with all electric vehicles. Teslas just need to have an adapter. Also, this charger supports power sharing, which allows 2 chargers to safely run on one circuit breaker without overloading it. It also supports dynamic load balancing when paired with the IYILO energy meter to optimize home energy use without upgrading your panel. And with the Nema 1450 plug that's included with this one, it does make installation very easy. You just would need to have your electrician wire a Nema 1450 outlet, and this plugs right in. All right, guys, so I'm impressed with this charger. It looks great here on the wall, easy to install, easy to use. The app is very simple, very straightforward to use. I like all the safety features like the overheat protection that it has. I really like that feature. So this is a great addition to your garage. If you have an electric car, you need to charge it, this is a great option. You can plug it in, or you can hardwire it. So big shout out to IYILO for partnering with us this video. Be sure to see the link to this down below. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks.